One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lake. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Newburgh, New York. This is NBA One Take, August 17th, 2023. I'm going to get to the NBA basketball Naismith Hall of Fame enshrinements with 6 members that was selected for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, these legends did so much for the game, and I'm gonna talk all but one by one. The first one I got to get to is Tony Parker. Tony Parker. Oh, the blur. I'm going to tell you the blur, bro. This brother would give, because I'm a Lakers fan. If you don't know, I'm a Lakers fan. Oh, you could also subscribe, hit the notification bell for all NBA and other content that I'm going to be putting up. Tony Parker. Man. 4-time champion. From France. He would give my Lakers fits. Oh, shit. Would give my Lakers fits. He was just super fast. He gets to the, when he first was in the league, he first got in there, he seemed a little out of control, right? Just, he would go up the court. I would say, oh man, he's just fast. And then, the ball hit under the rim. But then he really learned how to control himself, and he possibly is one of the greatest footwork for a point guard in NBA history, because his footwork was he was able to hone the speed and also be able to hit you with that spin move, and then I'm gonna say, listen, he was the floater. One of the greatest floaters in the history of the game. I think everyone does it. The guys that came along. Of course, the floater's been out there for a long time. We know so many NBA players and legends used it. Mainly the small guys. But Parker really enhanced a generation of players that really used it as a repertoire move. He was the one, because they seen Tony Parker. They seen him in the finals. 4 championships. He's able to dissect and be able to get to where he needs to get to, and then throw up the float. How about a guy goes all the way full steam, like 90 miles an hour. Then he throws up the little teardrop floater. Oh, shit, that shit was a killer. It was a killer. Won the finals, MVP back in 2007. Swept LeBron in them. It was just mincemeat. Man, he was wonderful. He was a wonderful to watch, very entertaining. His speech at the Hall of Fame was great, but Tony Parker, man, Tony Parker, Jesus Christ. I mean, this dude he was unbelievable. He was unbelievable. For those Spurs teams, he was just the main linchpin to that dynasty, from 01. Was he older? Yeah, I think 01. 01, 02. He was there, and he was just masterful. I think '01 he was there. You know, and then came back, man. I'm gonna tell you. Remember 2003 when it was in the NBA Finals? My man Speedy Classic, my brother, I love this dude. Speedy, that's my man. New York. Was had to come in, and he was his backup. And remember when Tony Parker struggled at times in a lot of those series, going up to the championship and even the finals. Popovich benched him, and Speedy Claxton was in there to be able to get it done, because it was Jason Kidd and these guys was he just had issues. The way they defend him, he didn't really. It was more, Eddie Jordan and Byron Scott and these guys was really messing him up on defense and also on offense, allow him to do things. And Popovich knew it, so Popovich, took him out, subbed him. He was a young player, and they won a championship. I remember Tony. It was a teaching moment, even when it came to the business side, when Jason Kidd was allegedly coming to San Antonio, and Tony Parker was going to be moved, and all that drama that ensued. And he was a professional. He took the storm, saying, okay, if he gets traded and things like that, he gets traded, he gets moved, and he understood. And he worked on his game. He worked harder, and there's a lot of details. There's a lot of details on why Kidd didn't come to San Antonio, but he definitely made the case. I think from there, I'm that guy. You didn't make the deal, didn't go through. Now you're stuck with me, and then guess what? He was a Spur, untradeable, and then follow up with 3 championships after that. And that's something that these guys will always, the organization will always remember about Tony Parker. He was one of a great, especially in his generation. He's the top 5 in the generation of point guards, because he was just spectacular. He was just on another level. Becky Hammon. Becky. It's my girl. Becky Hammon is a legend. Is a legend. Really helped the WNBA in the early stages of just being there. She played for the Liberty. That's when I really encountered her, when I was going to a lot of these Liberty games years ago. And then she also played with the San Antonio team, the Silver Stars, which eventually helped land her assistant coach job with Popovich, and first female, and she really took it by storm. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Becky Hammon is, as a player, she was just really smart, very, very smart. The intelligence was, I think, on another level, where it helped her become a coach. And she got the Las Vegas Aces the championship. They're looking to the repeat again. People was talking about her taking over for Popovich, and sometimes I will always say that on so many posts that Becky Hammon is waiting. It was her, Ime Udoka, it was some other assistants, and eventually Popovich, he never really hinted at retirement or hinted at ever giving up his position. It was all media speculation. Popovich is going to retire when he wants to retire. And obviously, as of now, he's not going to retire. And he explained to Becky Hammond when the real opportunity comes up. She interviewed for a lot of jobs, and the Las Vegas Aces job came up. She took it, and people was saying, like, why the hell would she take that job and get some NBA jobs? Like, no, this journey brought her to where she needs to be. And if she wants to play, she wants to coach the men, maybe the opportunity will come there. But Becky's not, she's not settling for what's the norm. Okay, I was assistant coach with the men's league and I'm just going to take any job. No, she's going to take the job for her. And the job was the Las Vegas Aces. And look, immediately they won a championship and they are favorites on repeating with that stellar group of women there to, Asia Wilson and Kelsey Plum and others, Candace Parker, my girl, and just so many others on that team. Their team is stacked. And Becky Hammond brings it all together. And this is just the hard work of being under Greg Popovich, being, a great assistant, being prepared, just knowing as a player, being prepared, holding people. Listen, she said she did some Popovich shit. She said she ain't coming to the Hall of Fame unless if she could get there, but she has a game the next day. So they had to fly her private to the Hall of Fame and her family to the Hall of Fame so she can have the speech, and also then guess what? She'll have it, celebrate, boom, but guess what? The next day she got a game. She's not missing no game because of this. That's Popovich right there. That's Popovich. That's all Greg Popovich. That's Greg Popovich right there. So, yeah, just Becky Hammond, trust me, her journey doesn't have to be in the NBA. Her journey is wherever it takes her. And I'm so proud of her. She's one of the best, WNBA players of all time. And she's going to be one of those coaches. She's gonna be one of those coaches that she's gonna be one of those coaches that her name is gonna be there, men or women. Trust me, she really is really a great head coach, and I don't say that often. Pau Gasol, gold medal winner, multiple silver medal winner from the World Championships and Olympics. Got his jersey hung up with my Lakers. Won us 2 championships. If it wasn't for Pau, we wasn't going to get it. We wasn't. No way in hell we was going to get them championships out of Pau Gasol. I love this dude. People, he came into the league. They didn't know what to expect from him. He won Rookie of the Year. Remember that. I remember even coming up during the draft. They thought Jordan and them was gonna pick him and they made the Kwame Brown move. Imagine Pau Gasol, his rookie year, they're there playing with Jordan. And Jordan played or not, and then they get Gilbert Arenas and shit. What you think was going to happen after that? Man. Wow, the trajectory would have damn sure changed. With the teams that they had, and they would have had Pau Gasol as a rookie, coming in as a rookie, winning Rookie of the Year. You know, he did all that in Memphis and helped start their franchise. And, you know, just couldn't get it done. Getting swept. Dang, couldn't win. And he had issues. And they made the move because the Lakers really drafted his brother. His brother was still playing overseas. Brother was a part of the deal. His brother, Marc Gasol, became one of the greatest Memphis Grizzlies of all time, and possibly a Hall of Famer himself. So Pau Gasol comes to the Lakers. We're talking about the story with Kobe Bryant, you know, coming to his locker room and everything like that. Kobe wasn't bullshit. Fuck that. Kobe ain't playing no fucking games. Fuck that. Yo, come there, whatever, like this, man. Let's win this fucking championship. That's what Kobe said to him. Kobe ain't playing no games, man. Kobe ain't fucking around. And Pau Gasol like, whoa. It's different now. And after that loss in 2008 to the Celtics, when KG said something to Pau Gasol, in the game, you don't got no fucking heart. You don't got no fucking heart. You fucking soft. And that was a kind of a knock on him. A lot of knock on him and a lot of the international players coming in. That you soft. You ain't got no fucking heart. Pau Gasol took that personally. Even though they lost to the Redeem team, the Spain team, lost to the Redeem team in 08. He took that loss to the finals and that loss to the Redeem team as motivation. And he told Kobe. And Kobe was speaking to him. And they won the championship back in 09. Beating the Orlando Magic. And Pau Gasol defending Dwight Howard, making sure that it was just not happening. And then going in 2010, following season, going up against that same KG. Pau Gasol giving them the fucking business. Could have won Finals MVP. Like, no disrespect to Kobe. I love Kobe. Y'all already know, man. Fuck that shit. Kobe he's it. He's it for me. But Pau Gasol had a case in that series. Because he was putting up some fucking numbers and they couldn't fucking stop him at all. And he got those championships. And that was it. He was a made man after that. He was a made man. And he honored Kobe and Gigi, you know, and you know, and Vanessa Bryant and Kobe Bryant, you know, godparents to, you know, his family. They're very close and everything. So, yeah, it's Pau Gasol, man. That dude, shit, was a motherfucker. And totally honest, he's the greatest player in the history of Spain. He's the greatest. No, it ain't no damn debate. He's the greatest player ever in Spain. He was the dude that all circled around. With all those great players, he was the dude. Greg Popovich, Coach Pop. Man, all-time leader in wins. He got 5 NBA championships. You know, he started out trying to get to the NBA. Military background, very strict and stern. You know his political views over the years. He ain't holding back. He's an old school coach. I love Pop. Stopped my Lakers from winning several championships. You know, um, but I always respected him because he always had his teams prepared. And that's the one thing, man. He practices motherfuckers to be prepared for the actual games, man. When a lot of coaches don't do that now. He still does it. And he got the all-time leader in wins. And his teams during their height always average of winning 50 games a year. Get into the playoffs. Being prepared, making long playoff runs. You know, coaching his players hard, coaching Tim Duncan hard. Where other people seeing that, yeah, yelling at Tim, cursing at Tim. Yelled at David Robinson. Made it hell for Tony Parker. Made it hell for Bruce Bowen. Ginobili. Whoever was on the damn team. Had it out with Steven Jackson. Twice. 2 stints had it out with Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson still loved him. Did your shit to Danny Green. Fuck it. That's how he do. They still love him. All of them love him. Every former Spur loved this motherfucker. And I'm a curse because that's how he is. I love Pop. Even when I was hooping with my boys in Central Park, when it was real good rec out there in the mornings. We used to see Pop come out there and he'd just come out there and look. He respects the game. He loves the game. We just regular Joes and shit like that. You know, a lot of motherfuckers play overseas and leagues and tournaments and shit like that. You know, they get their early workout, league and tournament before they actually go to the games in the afternoon and shit like that. I did that shit too. Motherfuckers like, yo, you crazy, man. It's like, nah, you know, shit. But then we see Pop this shit. Motherfuckers turn it up a little more. Fuck, you know, you want to see he expecting something. Not expecting something, well, he just loves the game. But then you know how he is, so the thing is, yeah, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Guess what? I'm going to really play some fucking lockdown defense. Let me make this extra pass on how his Spurs be making that extra pass to get that teammate involved and shit like that. I ain't saying to Popovich, you know, and we would joke sometimes, like, yo, Pop, you know what I'm saying? Give me to that training camp and shit. And then I already know the game plan, bro. Give it to Tim on the post so he can get that easy layup and shit like that. I'm gonna set that pick for Tony, you know what I'm saying, so he could drive to the basket and shit like that. And I'm just gonna move the hell out of Mono's way because Mono reckless in the motherfucker. Shit like that. But Pop was always just a real dude, man. You know, and then he would wave and say, you know, good. It was just cool, though. Always seeing Greg Popovich there. But yo, you know, he's going strong now, man. He's still going strong, and he's been there for 20 plus years, and he's just going strong. He's going strong. It's just going to be wonderful to see what he do with Wembanyama, these other guys, and the other iteration of the team, how he going to get them to the next level. Dirk Nowitzki, one of the greatest international players of all time. He got a championship with Dallas. He's the man. Dirk is the man, and iron leg jumper. You know, got the championship with Dallas Mavericks. The hardest, to this date, they say the hardest championship that he had to go through. That's why it elevated him so much, because what his teams had to go to win the championship. And you know, he had to go through Brandon Roy and those teams. Besides that team, he had to go through the Lakers. They swept him. Had to go through OKC Thunder with Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. They had to go through Miami Heat, LeBron, Bosh, and D Wade. They won it. You know, he had the early iterations of his team with Michael Finley and Steve Nash. That was their little big three, but just couldn't get over the hump. He had the 06-1, him, Jason Terry, and Stackhouse, and them losing to the Heat, but then coming back that next year, getting their ass whipped by the We Believe Warriors on his MVP season. Got his MVP in the fucking press conference. He's pissed as shit. If y'all look back at that press conference, but he still came back. Dirk came back and got the championship in 2011. Crying with his father. And he got that Finals MVP. Who's fucking with Dirk? Who fucking with Dirk? Nobody. And Dirk earns it, man. He earned it. Oh no, he's a top 15 all-time player. And last but certainly not least is Dwayne Wade. D Wade, my motherfucking nigga. When he first came in the league, Dwayne Wade was reckless, bro. I said, man, this motherfucker gonna get himself killed. He going 100 miles an hour, trying to dunk on every motherfucker. He's hurting, he's falling down and shit. I'm like, yo, the motherfucker ain't gonna survive, bro. Keep doing this shit. But Dwayne Wade, 7 times down, 8 times he picks himself back up. One of the all-time great top 5 shooting guards ever. Wherever you place him, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's Dwayne Wade. Got the 3 championships with the Heat. Finals MVP back in 06 with that 06 team. What he did to Dallas. Greatest final performances of all time. Who fucking with Dwayne Wade? Jeff T just made a little sly remark about him Harden or Dwayne Wade, bro. Let's see. Dwayne Wade. Harden, maybe he's on defending Harden is more the thing, but Dwayne Wade, he brings it all. All defense, one of the all-time shot blocking leader for 2 guards. Punching people shit. He defends, dunking on them. And he's an upstanding dude. Wade counted Miami Heat. He's the reason why this organization is the way it is. No slight on Mourning or anything like that. Pat Riley, yeah, he think, but it's Dwayne Wade, the player. When they see that, even when they had the contract dispute, and he had to go to Chicago for the year. They brought him back for his final tour. And he tore the house down. Coming off the bench. Setting the fucking standard. Like no other. Dwayne Wade did that. You know, motherfucker gonna stop Dwayne Wade. He coaching. Ain't nobody gonna stop him. And you know, he helped LeBron and Chris Bosh get there. And He helped them get there. Forming the big three, being the linchpin in the locker room. Yeah, LeBron is there, but it's Dwayne Wade's team inside the locker room. He eventually told LeBron, you take over the team on the court. I'm going to play off you. And that's when they won 2 championships. And if we're talking about a guy that's in his prime, we're talking about a guy that was an MVP candidate, led the league in scoring, and he did that. Saying, look, you better than me, bro. We don't need to be taking these turns and everything else like that. You gotta be that dude. We got you here for a reason. We got you here to win. We wanna win. I wanna win. The only way I can see that, brother, if I have to, you gotta take the reins and you can't look over your damn shoulder at me. Do it. Made me a superstar. I don't think not one superstar in that position would ever do that. Okay? That is the ultimate sacrifice. We talking about guys that got multi-million-dollar endorsement deals, and he did that. That is sacrifice, bro. That's coming to Jesus meeting. Dwayne Wade did that. Wade County. And he's going to the Hall of Fame, thanks his family, his wife, Gabrielle Union, his 2 daughters, and his son. This man is incredible. But also, just congrats to everyone. Congrats to Dwayne Wade and all these guys, man. This is a long video. It's a long video because normally my Hall of Fame videos is a little shorter than this because it's not that many people, but this is just a great all-star cast. This NBA One takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.